You ready to talk about the culture?
I am. You get us revved up, though. I need to get us revved up.
I'll tell you what, man. We do this culture hour, right? I really think we got to change the name of it because I'm not a fan of the word culture, because culture has become what is street culture and not actual black culture. But we use this hour to talk about stuff that's actually going on. And there could be an argument, especially this time of the year. We probably should lead off with this. But let me tell you guys some of the shit behind the show. Pre-show is the best show we ever do. Post-show, second best show we ever do. And the actual show is what we give you all. We're working on, fixing the Delta. But we really want to get good and lathered up so that when we're talking about the important issues, we're way more honest. And let me tell you, people who've had a little sippy sip usually tell more of the truthy truth, right? So that's why this is pushed to hour 3. And that's honestly why we package the podcast the way we do. We cut each hour, we put it out. And you can get each individual podcast, whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, whatever, wherever you go find the freaking podcast at, right? But a lot of stuff has happened in the culture. Y'all said believe black women. Y'all told me to believe black women back when the Meg Thee Stallion stuff happened, and I guess y'all were right because the courts said what they said. What's your girl Carly or Carrie? What's her name? I don't even know her name, dog. Miss Fake KA. Miss AKA always missing. Miss Taken. Miss Lost. Miss I don't even know. Right? What's that movie? The Wayans brothers? Bad Baby or whatever? Yeah, that one, huh? She tricked y'all. She duped y'all. She disappeared and she came back. Right? Hey, all y'all posting it. Find Carly. And boy, yeah, her name Carly. Find Carly. All y'all posted it. But y'all don't even know what happened. And after some investigative reporting, come to find out, she wasn't lost. She lost herself. She went missing on her own. And when I talk about, hey, I'll never just in a vacuum believe black women. I never in a vacuum just believe all women. I lie. Parlay Pete lie. My mama lie. My wife lie. My best friend lie. My cousin lie. My grandmama lie. Everybody I know lie. So why would I believe a random person? Why would I just post some stuff out about finding this random person who I don't know anything about? And guess what? If y'all don't find her, my day doesn't fucking change. If y'all do find her, my day doesn't change. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be found. No, you find those people because their families, the people who care about them, love them. Yeah, they care about that. But I don't know you. So I'm not going to blindly post about you. And after Jussie Smollett, I learned, guess what? You better wait. Because they do anything for clout. They don't care. Yeah, she probably was going through some stuff. She probably wanted some attention. But she done got national attention because she was missing. And then all of a sudden she found herself. Yeah, they did the work. They did her Google. They checked her Googles. You know, when my man said, do you Googles? Oh, yeah, they did their Googles. They go, oh, God, Lee, boy, she done looked up all the ways to make this turn into something, to get her some attention. I'm more concerned. Like, I saw a post about give her grace, and they just find what grace is. It's like not, it's giving somebody something they don't deserve. Don't give her grace. Give her hell. because she gave people who cared about her hell. She gave people who fake cared about her hell. And she made it that much harder for the next abducted victim who is actually a victim, because now we're going to question it. Yeah, nah, fuck her. She don't deserve no grace. She's a disgrace. I ain't gonna get no grace to somebody who's a disgrace. No, no, no. So y'all tell me to believe black women. Y'all tell me to believe all women. I say, nah, I'm gonna be skeptical. Make it make sense. And when it makes sense, I'm gonna rock out. Because now we all look stupid because we was caring about somebody who didn't care enough about us, who didn't care enough about the people around her, who just only cared about herself so much that she went missing and what never lost, but left y'all lost. And that's where y'all lost, and that's where y'all lost me. Parlay Pete, what's up, baby?
You really brought that in well. Yeah, I think that she needs to be prosecuted for her crime. There needs to be a standard set, and it sucks that more than likely for her, they're probably going to make the example out of it.
Good.
I don't have any empathy for her, but like at the same time, it is kind of one of those situations where it's just like, well, that was dumb. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes type beat. But like it's just one of those things where it's unfortunate that she had to drag multiple other people into this. All of it just
guitar and feather.
All of it just because she wasn't even smart enough to plan it the correct way. Like, I know that she knew that people would go through her phone. That is like the first thing that people do. They go through your internet. Like, they literally do this stuff all the time because it at least can give them a hint of, well, maybe they were going to meet someone or something. Like, you know, that's all. I mean, any detective is going to do that. Hey, yeah, let's get a trace on everything that she's done in the last 48 hours prior to this. And it's unfortunate, you know. It's really unfortunate.
Bro, it's not unfortunate. It's not unfortunate. Hold on, Parlay Pete. It's not unfortunate. It's very fortunate. You know why? Because it shows the sheepish behavior of people on social media and how they like fake virtue signal when stuff happens, and now it gets put in their face that, hey, dog, stop being so stupid. Like, sit back, wait before you say something.
Do you believe what the rumor is of why she did it?
I didn't see the rumor. What is it?
The rumor is that she did this because her boyfriend cheated on her, and essentially she was trying to get back at him to see how much he really cared about her. And it's just botched all the way around. And it just is kind of crazy that that's the extent that people are going to.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Somebody's attention. And if you had seen, I don't know if you did see her boyfriend's post. Boyfriend had stuff. And look, I am not one that believes that you have to post your boyfriend on Instagram or girlfriend, vice versa. I don't think that that's necessary to necessarily make it as if you're not in a relationship. Like, I don't think that that's what that is. And so, of course, there weren't any signs of her though on his social media until she went missing, because of course he posted it and he said, "Hey y'all, my girlfriend such and such is missing." Now, his wording was a little weird because you wouldn't have to say it. All you'd have to do is anyone that knows you knows that's your girlfriend, you just say it. But
yep,
I digress. It doesn't matter. Either way, God puts it up. And yeah, that's the rumor was that, and that actually the person that she spoke to before she made the 911 call was his sister, and she was in on it. Talk about a plot twist, huh?
Hey, dog. If you got to go to those links to get somebody to acknowledge you, you got to go to those links to make somebody prove to you that they care about you, you're dealing with the wrong person. Like, don't get me wrong. We all want to be validated with the person that we're with when it comes to our relationships, right? You want to know that they're down for you, that they're there for you, that they're the one, right? I ain't gonna sit here and act like that doesn't exist. But like, there was this guy who faked his own death just to see who in his family would be there at his funeral and who cared. If you are that mentally weak, if you are that insecure, your problems are not with the people or the person that you're trying to get validation from. Your problems are with yourself, and you need to go do the self-work necessary so that you can find comfort in yourself. You can't find comfort in people all the time. Like, and I think that there is a popular. I haven't seen all of these pieces you're talking about because I have no interest in it. Because once major media outlets reported that it was likely a sham, I said, "Yeah, fuck it. I'm riding with sham, and if I'm wrong with the sham, I'll just take that." But oh, that nigga don't want you like that. Find somebody else. Move on. I bet there's a girl that you were at one point interested in, and you tried everything you could to get her or make it work, and it just didn't happen. And you probably questioned yourself at some point throughout that process. And then one day you woke up and said, "We just weren't meant to be," or "She's stupid. I'm him, and she don't want him. I'll be all right. I'm gonna move on, and my next gonna be better. I win." You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's false bravado, whether it's fake confidence, dog. If you gotta do all that shit to make a nigga prove he wants you, dog, why do you even want him? Like, why would you dog, yo, if you can't find some health in your relationship, if you can't find like a healthy way to express your feelings and work through your fucking issues, and you gotta go fake missing and do all this dumb shit just to make him like show that he loves you. Hey, that nigga don't love you. Find a nigga that love you. Like, there's so many things I would want to say right now, but I'm speaking publicly. But I could call you all types of bad, mean words right now, dog. Like, you, and when you find out it's a sham, dog. My wife do some shit like that, and I find out it's some bullshit that had me nervous and scared. Somebody in my family that supported in this shit. Oh, dog, it's fuck all y'all. Whatever you wanted this to become, it can never be that, because I can never trust you again.
You're lying to the authorities. The FBI has gotten in on this. This has gotten pretty fucking serious. All this just to get some attention. Now, granted, that is just a rumor, because the first hole in that theory that I poked of why that wasn't the reason, unless she's just really stupid, which obviously, but
hey, probably Pete.
Yes.
I won't say her name, but there are some stupid women out here. And you've thrown some of the best curveballs in the game. I ain't gonna say curveball, knuckleball, Tim Wakefield, baby.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Is it me specifically?
Yeah, in specific you. Very stupid for you.
I think I do.
I'll put in the chat.
Yeah. Now I'm just trying to make sure. Oh.
And that level of stupid is just like, shorty, I'm not even giving you rhythm. What are you talking about?
I have seen crazy things. And so, but my point, the only hole that I could poke in that theory is that, I mean, the bitch left her phone in the car. So how is she even going to see how much the nigga cared or get, you know what I mean? By the time she was able to get to where she still might not have her phone, oddly enough. Like, because that shit is still used as evidence. And she still might not be able to see the fucking post, like that he posted or even cared. All she knows is that she done lied to police and said that she saw a little man on the road and made it up like the whole way. And then the white police officer in Hoover comes out and says, yeah, she drove 600 yards. He said that is 6 football fields that she drove while on the phone saying that she saw a child. And he broke it down to say that, let's just say there was one. I don't know any child that can run 600 yards in that span of time. And she sees that in that length of a conversation. And of course, because she's on a cell phone, she has to know that it's pinged by towers. Just really not small. I mean, I don't know.
You know what? I root against dumb criminals.
You know, I actually root for them because I like to hear more stupid shit come out of their mouth.
Crunching chips, man. Crunching chips. Bad audio experience. You gotta like chew with the roof of your mouth, man.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll stop. But
and why are you eating flaming hot Fritos, bro?
They're barbecue.
Flaming hot barbecue. Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Julian Turner's awake. You know what? We totally missed basketball because football went too deep. But this is culture. Draymond and Jordan Poole, because it's less of a straight up basketball conversation, especially since Pops hopped in. Right? We got.
And then best friend did too. I don't know if you saw his comments.
No, I didn't. Let me read the quotes and then you give me the best friend. So Draymond goes on Pat Bell's podcast. He was asked about the situation. He goes, "I don't just hit people. Dialogue, of course, happens over time, and you usually ain't just triggered by something that fast. You know stuff you say that you don't say amongst men." Jordan Poole daddy hops in. JP was his guy, and he avoided me all last year. He is a soft ass bitch. He lame, and me and him can meet anytime he wants. Draymond responds on Twitter, "That's so cute. It's impossible to avoid you in an arena for a year champ. And stop using those words. They usually don't go over well amongst men." So that leads me to believe that those are words that Jordan may have used in speaking with Draymond. And him just being a little messy. And Jordan Poole posts him putting shots up with some Gunner. Talk of the topic. Find your hobby. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Warner finally started selling records because that shit fire. But nonetheless.
They said he got a sold out show in LA.
Yeah, because he's fire. But he ain't gonna perform in Atlanta.
Now,
so what the friend comment say?
This is what best friend Raylan Browns had to say. He also posted an Instagram message with a picture of Draymond in the message. He said he literally took us under his wing because of the Midwest connection and was over his house during the pandemic all the time. He supposedly called himself our OG and leader. You can see how proud he was in this video. which it's a video posted with it. But what changed? A lot of y'all hoop. How many times at practice you swung on your little homie like that? To be honest, we've been handling this way more player and mature than at Money 23 Green. You a legend that condone this type of energy of talking shit in this literal video, but definitely had a moment of inexcusable failure of leadership as a brother / teammate, which was his best quality. Where your leader, in quotations, when you need, it's bad grammar. Where's your leader when you need them? We rocked with you a lot, which is why it's always been weird that you would have such bad energy this way. It's never made sense on this side.
Hey, dog, the Poole crew, the Poole boys, they're soft. Like, they're soft. They sensitive. I'm not saying this to defend Draymond, but when you talk about when an OG do something, when the young boys step out of line, the OG's supposed to check them. So if he your OG and you stepped out of line and he checked you, don't get mad because the OG checked you because you stepped out of line. All my old heads, if I'm wilding out here, they're gonna check me. My young boys, if I see them moving in a way that I don't think is right, I'm gonna pull them to the side and talk to them. And mind you, I've never disrespected my OGs. I ain't saying my OGs, so I ain't no gangster. My old heads, my mentors, my young boys who I rock with, they've never disrespected me. Despite success levels, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, bro, I got some young boys back from home on some basketball shit. Much better basketball players than I am. Much. Right. But like when we go hoop and run, it's still respect because when I was older, I always looked out for them. You know what I'm saying? I took care of them. Like we be playing pickup, and when the other old heads out there fouling them hard, hey dog, stay off the young boys. You can foul us. We washed up. They in college or they going to college. Like they're still hooping. Like no hard fouls on them. If they blow by you, just let them dunk. Like it's cool. We got to go to work in the morning. Foul us. We fine. But not that. I'm saying like little stuff like that. And I still keep in touch with a lot of those young guys. But it's never been disrespect. So I can't speak to that part of it.
Yeah.
I also understand, bro, when you disrespect the old heads, you step out of line, they put you back in line. And that's out of love.
How old is Jordan Poole?
Like 24, 23, 24, young boy.
Let me see. Because
Jordan Poole is too young to hang out with.
I think that there's a lot of importance in this concept. All right, he's 24. Draymond is what, probably 32?
33, I think. 33, 34.
33. All right, so almost a 10-year age difference. Man, look, that nigga is a grown-ass man. Right? Jordan Poole, grown-ass man. He knows exactly what he's saying to another grown-ass man. Bottom line. Every grown man knows. Now, look, obviously there are some stupid niggas out here. Or let me not just say niggas. There's stupid people out here that can take little stuff the wrong way. And then there are other people that you're smart enough to know I can't say this to them because I know what type of reaction I'm going to get. And whether they are mature enough to handle it one way or another, I probably just shouldn't say this in general because I just know what's going to come from it. This is not somebody I can joke around with or even be slightly serious about something and know that they take it this way or that way.
Hey, put a period right there. I think it's going to enhance what you're going to say because I told you I listened to the podcast, right? And Pat Bev was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, certain guys talk a certain way. And you got to make sure people know you so they understand where you're coming from. Because Pat Bev will say he might tell AD, hey, bitch ass nigga, I love you. AD mad. he like, dog, all you heard was bitch ass nigga. I just said I love you. Like, listen to the whole statement, evaluate the whole statement, and let's talk.
Right.
And like, I don't really play about the bitch word. Like, that's not a word. Like, you ain't gonna hear me calling none of my partners that. Like, even if we joking around, I can be like, hey dog, hey man, shut up, bitch. Right? I have friends who do play around that way. They used to play around with me that way, and we had like I wasn't even on no mash. I said, hey dog, I don't play around with that word. Like, please just don't. I know you joking, but I don't joke. I don't joke with that word when it comes man to man. Like, we might be talking about some women that's a little bit different in private, but like man to man, like I don't play around with that word. Don't call me no bitch, dog. You know what? It's respected. But people know who play around with certain shit and people who don't.
Right.
So, to your point.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what I'm saying. I think that depending on what was said, because we don't know, right? We don't have we have a good idea and kind of a context behind what was said. But in reality, he's 24. He still is a young man in reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. He literally just entered his mid-20s.
His nuts ain't dropped all the way yet. He still got a little bit more to fall.
Right. And look, if I was a young nigga and I got a $30+ million contract, look, ain't shit you can tell me either. A lot, like, you know what I mean? And I could see how maybe that got to his head because he is like, and I get it, the Cameron thing was 100% false, but he paid, like, he got paid.
No,
and so
it's the young boy feeling himself
too much.
And the old
forgetting what the culture is and like who established this shit and why they thought you would be a good fit on this team to begin with.
Exactly. And
because of the fact that we laid and how we play basketball, that's why you're here.
And I don't think either of us are defending the punch.
No, because you got to do that. And he apologized about it. And I think he really meant the apology. He did let his emotions get the best of him, and he did kind of cold cock him. So, you know, it wasn't a fight.
No. He did not cold cock him. He did not cold cock him. Draymond walked up in his space. Jordan Poole pushed him. Once you initiate that push, you have to put your guard up and be ready for what comes after that.
I'm just saying.
If I push you,
you probably did not expect him to throw a punch. Now,
that's his fault. That's his fault.
To fight them.
That is his fault, though. It is his fault for not expecting a punch once he pushed him.
At that point, though, he shouldn't even have pushed him. He should have just hit him anyways. Like Jordan Poole should have just punched Draymond. Like, but that's why I don't think he expected to get punched. I think
I agree. I don't think he expected to get punched, but I can't call it a cold cock because once you push,
because he didn't tap him on his shoulder and turn and just
once you push a grown man, especially when you know tempers are up, you need to expect the worst, even if it's practice, even if it's at work. When keeping it real goes wrong, that's what you need to expect in that situation. And if you don't expect that, dog. Yeah.
But typically, if it's not just a shoving match, then it at least turns into I'm going to get in a stance, and then I'm going to say, well, what do you want to do about it? Type, you know what I mean? Type of ordeal. But he just punched him. That's all I'm saying. Like, he pushed and punched this nigga, like, immediately.
He punched a guy who was not expecting a punch, but
he punched him in his face, too. Like, he didn't
fold him up.
Look, he ain't jabbed this nigga in his ribs. No, he punched him. Yeah, like, he punched him.
Were you in San Diego the night me and Dale got into it?
Was this the same night we all I kind of had gotten into it with him too, because he had said something about
Not I punched him.
I was talking to Justice or something, but
no. Justice wasn't there. So it may have just been me, Josh. It may have been me, Josh, and Dale. Me and Dale get into an argument, and it starts like at Josh's house, and we're talking about work stuff, and he says some disrespectful stuff. You know what I'm saying? That B word gets thrown into it. I'm like, yo, chill, bro. Like I don't play about that shit. Like,
now, did he call you a bitch or like did
no, he called me a bitch.
Or did he say like he's like you really quit acting like a bitch? Like,
No. He said you are I'm not gonna use the term because most people don't understand it. He said you're a blank ass bitch, right? I said, yo, bro, like chill, dog. Like, stop. This ain't funny. You may get down with your other friends like that. I don't play about that word. Like, I don't do that. We go out, walking back to Josh's house. He says it again. I'm like, yo, bro, stop, chill.
Right.
Says another time, chin checking. I ain't trying to knock him out. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm just like, hey, bro, like, watch your fucking mouth. Bow.
Right.
You sucker punch me. Like, no, nigga, you called me a bitch. Once you call me a bitch, I can still off on you.
Well, more importantly, you didn't just call me a bitch. You called me a bitch multiple times.
Yeah, like you continually use this word
after I told you not to.
So you got like I did all the shit the nice way, right? But like, dog, you're not gonna just keep calling me no bitch, dog, or I'm gonna show you a bitch. So like, he just kept going, you sucker punch me. It really would piss me off. What a bitch, you sucker punch me, bruh. No. You called me a bitch. I responded to being called a bitch in a way that in black culture is socially acceptable. You call a black man a bitch, he's still off on you, dog.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised. Exactly. So, I mean, we talked about it like the next morning, like, and we're great now. So I'm not telling the story to like shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've all been around each other since. So that's good.
But nonetheless, it was just like, hey, dog, you crossed the line. You knew this was the line. And again, similar to this situation, Dale's my young boy. Dale's doing great. But like in our relationship, he is my young boy. I love him. Like all the games I got put on at work, I gave all that shit to him. Like, I mean, I had answers to tests and quizzes and shit. Like when we went through some similar shit, I gave him all that shit. Right? I was like, hey, bro, here's the hard drive. Take it.
Right.
So then, like, once it crossed that line, I still love you. You're my young boy. But nah, bro, like, you're not doing that. We're not doing that. That ain't how we get down. And whatever happened. Nigga might have had roid rage and went crazy on my ass. That's a big nigga.
Yeah, Dale's got some size to him for sure.
He's stiff though.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust him anywhere in San Diego.
Hey, he had his shoes on that night, so he was okay.
Yeah, okay. And
shoes
clearly
off,
he didn't have these.
I'm afraid of shoes off Dale.
Give me an Incredible Hulk deal. Because that's really what he's trying to do at that point. I mean, because you got to think about it. If you're going out, and I don't know why you'd be going out in sandals, but let's just say that he did have on flip-flops or sandals or something.
I think got on like Sperry's.
But where the fuck are your shoes, man? Because they're not in your hand. So where are they? Like, where are your shoes? Like,
that's a weekend I would love to detail with Dale, like on the pod.
The story you just said, or the weekend where he didn't have
no, that 4th of July weekend when you came out.
Yeah. Very interesting weekend, to say the least.
Shout out to Blondie. She came through that weekend.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Luigi. He came through that weekend. No?
Comes through all the time, my guy.
You know?
If we ever in PR,
I wouldn't mind going to Puerto Rico.
I've
never been. It's never been a place that, of all the Caribbean, like there's other places I'd much rather go, but I've never been. So
same. We just hit up Sean. We get the coordinates. Huh?
I said we just got to find those coordinates.
The coordinates, we in there, baby. We'll get there. We'll give him a map and a compass, and he can navigate us there.
Right.
Or maybe Josh drop us off in the helicopter. Hey, how crazy that we have friends who like no shit like fly helicopters.
That's pretty fucking cool. I mean, when obviously I just saw Mr. Holsey this weekend. And when I showed up, he's in his flight gear. I'm like, oh. I'm like, how's work? You know, you fly anywhere nice? You know, but it's in all seriousness, though, it's pretty cool because when you see it, it's just like, wow, this is a skill set that, for one, like very many people really don't know how this skill set. Number two, you know, you get to not only do it daily, but you're getting paid to do it. And it's like, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like, God forbid there ever be an emergency situation and how these movies go when they're like, does somebody know how to fly a plane? This motherfucker could really step up and do it. Like, that's the wild part. Yeah. Like, he could really do it, though. Like, so. You know, I've always wanted to ask Josh, too.
What's up?
What he thinks could have been the issue with the Kobe thing. Not to get into a darker type of topic like that, but like, in his opinion, based on something like that, how do you think that could even have gone wrong like that type of thing? Like, just pick his brain on something like that. And I know that obviously he wasn't on there, so he don't know, but like, yeah, how could that possibly happen, I guess?
Like, take what information we have and go.
We know it was foggy. Should he have just avoided the area knowing that it was, you know, mountains that were
yeah, I mean, the mountains and the fog were too close to each other. And in relation to the height that you normally fly. Like, I think that's a really good question to ask him.
Yeah. I've never asked him. It's just funny because it was a helicopter too. So like, it was in California of all places. So not too far from him. And I have to imagine too that it was a route that the helicopter, you know, the guy that, you know, that was Kobe and Kawhi's private guy, I have to imagine he's taken that route before. I'm sure that the gym they were going to, he had been to before from Kobe's house or wherever he picked them up. Like,
well, you know, that's when the conspiracy theorists come in because they go, well, this guy knows this route, so I don't understand why he wouldn't fly at a certain altitude anyways. Like, he wouldn't need to see it to know to fly that altitude. But Kobe,
right. What was that insurance policy like?
Well, no, they say like Kobe's about to make like some purchase, some business venture. The conspiracy theorists, they run wild, but I think, yeah, that's actually like a really good question for Josh. He definitely wouldn't answer it on a podcast, but he'd answer it in the group text or in person.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Even if it's private,
just interesting insight that I'd be interested. Like, I'd care what Josh had to say about that.
Yeah,
we shout him out entirely too much on this podcast, by the way.
We had a great time this weekend too.
Yeah, I could tell. He and I were talking because I'm supposed to be going out there before October. I got to go do a site. I got to go do some work stuff about 30 miles north of him. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to make it a Thursday, Friday trip.
Is it in Carlsbad? I'm sorry.
Oceanside.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to make it like a end of the week trip. And then like the way our work stuff goes, like
set it up to where you can chill that weekend, but then leave to get time to get back.
Because like if your flight back when you're done with work is the same price as if you extend it, they'll pay for the flight.
Right.
You just got to pay for where you sleep at. And obviously, I'm going to stay at Josh's house.
Right.
So I'm thinking.
Have you been to his new place?
No, I haven't been.
He's got a whole guest bathroom and bed and stuff. So I passed out. I passed out on the I passed out in the bedroom, but never got under the cover, so he didn't even have to remake his bed. Like I got in there and I just completely fell on my face. But
well, you know what? Look here. I've had crazy drunk nights at Josh Holsey's house, and I am comfortable saying this because I am very comfortable in my sexuality. But one night I fell asleep, and me and Josh were in his bed like head to foot. And I woke up. I go, he like, what are you doing here? I said, I don't know. I don't know how I got here. Like, I remember us smoking a black and mild and talking shit. And we like continued the conversation. He was like, we continued the conversation. You know, Josh is an asshole. He's like, nigga, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
So then I just go in there. We can finish. I'm like probably sitting on the bed and we're just finishing the conversation. And then we both blacked out.
Yeah.
Because we were both. Here's the funny story about that night. We were both single. We were both single. And we're talking to like two chicks. And we're dancing with these two chicks. And then I gray out and I come back to on his porch smoking a black and mild. And then we come back in and then I gray out again and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I didn't sleep on the couch last night. Like I had like you remember the couch at the other place, the one that you just let out like the futon, like I like
thing, yeah.
I like set it up, everything, the cover, like everything was set up. I like to go. Slept next to my friend. You know, black men.
What were you guys drinking that night?
Huh?
What were you guys drinking that night?
I think Red Bull vodkas.
Okay. No energy though, huh?
No.
The vodka was just overpowering.
We had so many of those nights because once he got to San Diego, because, you know, I kind of been there like by myself. I had like you met my other friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm making it work with people, but like I was never with somebody who
consistent.
Was like, I was never with anybody consistently who I had years in the game with. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Somebody where if I get too fucking drunk, well, Josh is a hard one, but if I get too drunk, he's going to stop drinking and make sure I get home.
Yeah.
Or
he's going to drag you along with him until he's like, all right, here you go. We need to leave.
Yeah.
Basically, because I can't even put up with do this because I can already tell he's going to pass out. We need to go.
And if I got too hammered, like, and I throw up in your house, like, you're going to be mad that I threw up in your house, but I'm going to see you in a week. And, like, as long as I clean this shit up, like, it's over.
Right.
Whereas with your other friends, it's like, oh, God, we can't bring you back anymore.
Yeah, we can't hang out with this dude. This dude doesn't know how to handle his liquor.
Like, no, dog. Y'all kept buying me shots. I told y'all not to buy me. But I'm going to take them. It's rude to waste your money.
Right.
Nah, dog. Like, it was so funny, right? Because the rest of these topics we're not going to hit because they're not dated. So we're just shooting shit now. When you sent that shit to the group about me ending up in San Diego or Atlanta, I go, fuck this guy. He knows me.
Because I tell you what, to get to go around, obviously been more than a few times now, but like every time I go back, I'm like, I always ask myself, I'm like, damn, can I move here? Because there's a real possibility, which is kind of what I was going to talk about, of us being in California. And a lot of it stems from a new contract.
I'm going to tell you the door's not closed for me in a year when I get a new job.
So a lot of it's
in San Diego.
Yeah, and I feel like, and that's why I sat there and I was like, who could I see here? Because then I thought about it, and then Boink had viewed it, and I was like, Boink, I could not see you out here.
Boink would be fine. Zoe wouldn't be fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I put that stuff into consideration. I'm like, I actually could not imagine Boink living in San Diego. Not because he can't do it, but like, I just couldn't imagine it.
Could you see Zoe living in San Diego?
No, so that's why I can't see him.
Hey, we got to get Zoe on the pod.
I'll ask her doctor stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But back to this conversation because I'm really intrigued by it.
But no, so because we got a new contract, so this one's a temporary contract. This one actually is a temporary contract. It ends at the end of November, but and then of course, my lease is ending here. So, and I like I said, my number one priority was buying, but I wanted to buy here. Honestly, I mean, I've liked it so much. I enjoy the area. The people in the building, obviously, I'm very cool with. We have a great relationship. And then she told me the price. Well, then the final price came out. I'm like, that didn't make any sense. And more importantly, even if I could do that, I would just get a house. I mean, what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And so either way, that's not going to be the case. And so because it's going to end, I'm in a position now to where I can pretty much kind of do whatever. And so it's on the table, and it wouldn't be permanent because, of course, I would still be here for Falcons games and stuff, but I also fly for free. And I don't think that it would be as big an issue getting out of LAX as it is Las Vegas. Obviously, I wouldn't move to Las Vegas, but we've got a new contract. It ends in the end of November. Justice is about 90% sure he's going to go.
Okay.
But neither of us have anything kind of holding us back. He's going to need help with this contract. We've pretty much really kind of got more employees in Cali now, even than here. So it's like, I'm just saying, it's a lot of work out there. We got a lot of work. And so it's under consideration. It's under strong consideration at that. So
my public, and now I'm on a public platform, but my public work thing has been Atlanta. Privately, it's been Atlanta, DC, Houston, and San Diego.
Yeah. And I think that when you look at some of these places and you think about, and this is the best part about it for me. When I look at Atlanta versus that part of California, it's about 35, 40 minutes north of LA. Well, not north. It's kind of north.
Ontario, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It would be Ontario. Right. So it's like, that's like,
right.
It's like northeast. Yeah. And so, maybe somewhere in between there, possibly, or maybe it would just be Ontario. But the best part about it is we wouldn't get into like a year lease. We would literally Airbnb for, how you can do like monthly Airbnbs.
I don't know that.
And then if we don't like it, if we don't like one place, we could just go to another. But even price wise, it's less than what I pay here at some of the places.
I don't know. So monthly, you could be at an Airbnb for less than what you're paying where you're at. Well, don't get me wrong. You are in prime location in Atlanta, so
that's true.
Granted, the LA market is more expensive, but that location is not.
It's not. It would not be the equivalent out there. Yeah, it would definitely. But it'd be a nice little like one of the places we looked at. It was a house.
Are y'all gonna like road trip drive it out there?
So that's the other interesting part. Obviously, I haven't bought a car. I still haven't bought there's that pickup truck, right? But
don't buy one out there. Buy one before you leave.
Well, yeah, tax wise, everything. But the thing is, I probably just wouldn't. And so that's the thing. I know I would need a car out there, but
or at least one, get a car.
That or hey man, look,
I'm going to tell you, if y'all want to do a cross country drive and you need an extra driver, all I'm saying is give me a reason. I'll get the permission slip signed. I've done that cross country drive. It's really fucking.
I know. I told Justice that literally because he was considering it obviously taking his, but then he had thought about just paying to get it sent out. It's $1,000 to get it sent. And
yeah, I
it's
know.
like,
I've had a car shipped. I had my other truck that you've never seen, my Ranger. I've had it shipped. I had it shipped to San Diego, and I had it shipped back to Cartersville. My F-150, I drove it there. I drove it back, and then when I moved my wife out, I drove her car back
down and then back.
Yeah,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. And so
it's like 3 to 4 days. Like you can like pick how you want to do it, depending on how much money you want to spend. And
Albuquerque first stop.
Fuck no. Albuquerque.
Santa Fe, somewhere in New Mexico, or maybe even El Paso or something.
I tried to stop in Albuquerque and it wasn't good. No, bro, just push to Arizona.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought it would be really interesting. I mean, I've never been, so it's
Bro,
like
so
Texas is the bitch.
It depends on which way you go. If you go the north route or the south route. Albuquerque. So for one, you can. It's about if you go like GPS trip, it's about like a 24, 25-hour trip. But if you actually like pick your cities, you're gonna be like a 30-hour trip. And I drove 10 hours a day. When I went out, my first time out, I stopped Dallas. My plan was to stop in Albuquerque next, but I ended up stopping in Flagstaff. So I ended up driving a shitload that day, and I was seeing the purple people, and I like almost fell asleep driving. And I had to tell Todd to drive. Mind you, do you think I want Todd short ass driving my F-150?
No.
But like, dog, I was seeing the purple people, so somebody had to drive. My mom was in the back sleep. And then we went from Flagstaff to San Diego. When I came back, it was a little bit different because remember I drove down to see y'all in San Diego. And I went San Diego to Phoenix because my partners was out there and Todd was flying to Phoenix to meet me. And I ended up not kicking it with my partners because they didn't go to the club until 2. Hey, dog.
Does that include Goldmouth?
Huh?
Does that include Goldmouth?
Nah, Adrian and my my NBA, the person I get my NBA information from.
Right. But no Goldmouth.
No, I didn't even hit him up because my plan was to be with them. I can't bring extra weight to that because, long story short, we were supposed to go DeAndre Hopkins' pool party or his mansion party. It ended early because niggas got to shooting, but they ended up in like the strip club with OBJ and BK. Like I can't bring people to stuff like that because I'm being brought there by somebody who's being brought there.
You're already the plus one to a degree.
I'm the plus one of the plus one, but like my relationship with the person who's bringing me is so tight, and he vouched for me, so I'm good. His relationship with the person who's bringing him is so tight that he's good. Right. So I can't. No, I can't even tell you I'm in town because you're gonna want to kick it, and I can't. No, bro. Like,
right.
I can't bring you here, and now I'm a fuck nigga because I'm here and
I didn't say anything.
Right. And so we went from Phoenix to Amarillo, Texas. You talk about Hooters and Coyote Ugly blending, like what it's supposed to be, like the hot trash of a city.
Yeah.
That's what the Hooters was. You look at it and you go, I wouldn't talk to you in a bar. But I see your potential.
Yeah.
And like,
I see why you
yeah. You're the hot trash in the city. Then we went from Amarillo, and that shit was funny because we ended up going to Missouri because I had a friend in Missouri we pulled up on. So I go Amarillo to Missouri, and we go through Tulsa. So we stopped by Black Wall Street. We went to like the murals, the site, and Black Wall Street's been gentrified, by the way. It's really like there's a soul food spot and like a gift shop, and then there's a minor league baseball field right there.
Wow.
So it's super gentrified, but they still have like the few historical landmarks. Like the one building that they didn't burn down, it's still there. Like we went there, we did that shit. I spent a bunch of money on Black Wall Street stuff because I was there. and my wife ran the you know how shot glasses can like fall down in the garbage disposal?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife ran a garbage disposal when my Black Wall Street shot glass was in there.
Ooh.
And then we went from Missouri to Georgia. So they were all like 10 hours. Like from
as I said, Missouri drive, I've done that one before.
So Monterey to San Diego, that was 8 hours, but that was I made no ground on that trip. That was pulling up on y'all.
Right.
Then San Diego to Phoenix, it was like a 6-hour drive. Like I was again going to pull up on my friends. But then every other day was 10 hours. Like so it's 10-hour days. It's cool. It's fun. You listen to a bunch of podcasts. You know, listen to albums that you wouldn't think about listening to because you run out of stuff to do. You talk. You eat random food, but it's fun. So if you and Justice are considering driving, or one of y'all are considering driving, just give me a.
That would be the thing. I would feel as if but see, that's another part of it too. If he's going to do that,
just give me a month notice.
Well, I could tell you for him, it's way more. I'm going to be here until my lease ends. I mean, I'll fly out there, but like in terms of like my moving, like getting shit there, I have to finish up everything here before I do that. And so, but either way, the contract ends at the end of November. So it's a temporary thing. Like it's literally this is their peak season. The company works with Amazon, eBay, Shopify, and then another one. I forgot the name of the fourth one, but that's who they're doing it for.
I'm gonna ask you a friend a favor. I want to start meeting some of your warehouse people. I did a job.
Because I know you said you want to do ops, but now you want to be more. Does it matter what part of the logistics? I'm just curious.
No, like here's the thing. I've managed warehouses, just straight up. Like I've managed warehouses. I've managed requisitions.
Like inbound, outbounds, or like what were you?
I've managed inbound, outbound, but I've also simultaneously managed the budget that created the inbound, outbound. And managed the people who do all of that shit.
Yeah.
Like I've built the $2 million budget. I've managed the $10 million in this goddamn warehouse. And I've managed the in and out flow of that stuff to keep the stock that we want there, along with everything that we want in and out, like all the rolling stuff. Like I will send you my resume, like on some friend shit, so you can look at it and you can see what I've actually done professionally.
Yeah.
And you can help me because, you know, like where I work at, I do what I do, but like I ain't worked on the other side yet. And
Yeah. So, well, absolutely. Definitely send that to me. And then I know that there's a ton of opportunity out there.
Bro, I know. And I've been fighting it. But dog, if I end up in SoCal, I love SoCal, man. Shit made me.
It's my favorite. I mean, like I said, outside of here, but like, I don't know. I like low key when I'm out there, and it's not even an anxiety I get, but it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, damn, I mean, I miss Atlanta. Like, you know, like even in short spurts like that, I always I'm not even like super duper homesick. It's just like, like when I got stuck at the airport, bro, I was like, man, I just want to go home. Like, obviously I want to see my daughter. Like, I hadn't seen my daughter since Thursday night.
Bro,
Tuesday afternoon, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
when you said that shit about your daughter, like, bro, I almost teared up. Like, because I've been on work trips and my daughter can't miss me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can't express missing me yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't even want to go out to the bar like with my coworkers and like drink. Like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I want to FaceTime my wife and talk to my daughter. Like I don't want to be around y'all. And I like my coworkers. I love them. I love shut down a hotel bar with these guys. You know, like hotel bars closed. Somebody went to the fucking 7-Eleven and got a 30 rack, and we're still going. Like I love that shit, right? I just be wanting to be like with my daughter. Like I've been away for 2 days. Like,
bro, sometimes it'll be like that though. And like I said, now and see on my end, I can get the vocal aspect of that from her to where when I call in, she's saying, "Where are you?" Yeah,
and you take it to school every day, so like,
yeah,
bro, I get it, dog, but we're getting all emotional here, man. I felt like we ended this pod the right way, and some of these other topics that we didn't hit because they're not dated, we can come back to them, man. It's just been great, dog. This is what I love about this show that we do. We talk to sports, and I'm not saying that it's totally superficial because we're giving our true feelings, but we actually talk about like our real life shit. I think it's the best conversation that we can have because these are the conversations that made us want to have a podcast because I used to bring you on for sports, and I remember you saying, "Hey, man, I can talk more than sports, dog." Like,
yeah, we can always make it, personal or try to stay away from politics as much as possible. But of course, we do dabble in that too because
we sent out a $1.5 billion in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to send to the black community, but we'll send to the Ukraine. But I'm done here.
Yeah, and so it's always great to definitely touch on that stuff. And I know next week we got ourselves a really intriguing show that's been what feels like a year in the making.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a text now. I know Boink is asleep. I talked to Boink for almost 3 hours yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he called me. And you know what? I'm gonna text Julian to the iPhone so we can have yeah, nah, and I was just like, thanks, Boink, for calling me. Like, I appreciate this. Like, this was definitely me getting to bed early with my wife night tonight. But you called. We don't talk on the phone often, and you could tell from the best man speech. Like me and Boink, like we're super tight, but like the way life has been, we just don't talk like we used to.
Yeah.
And now that he's done with his masters, like we can actually get back to the shit we used to be on.
Yeah.
Well, shit, dog. At Gamble's wedding, me and him went on the roof and just left all y'all niggas.
Yeah.
But that's us. You know what I'm saying? And to be able, like, I don't know, bro. It was just great. I'm getting my fucking feelings right now. I'm done podcasting. Goodbye, podcasters, people listening. Thanks for listening. Hey, fucking mouse work.